Good evening and welcome to Greenwood High School. You could just hear the playing of the national anthem when we are just ready to start here. High school softball between Warren County Public Schools rivals South Warren at Greenwood at this gorgeous Greenwood Lady Gators softball complex, Penny Reese Field. Mike Cleff on play-by-play. Steve Sanders run the camera, and you see a gentleman coming out there to home plate, and Greenwood's wearing shirts, and this is part of the explanation. A very, very special man is throwing the first pitch. His name is Rod Martin, and that is his granddaughter behind the plate to catch it. And this is a really cool scene. And Rod Martin throws it, gets an awesome ovation. Rod Martin is someone that he has he's close to a lot of people's hearts. He has been a bus driver for Warren County Public Schools for a number of years. He is a walking encyclopedia on Greenwood sports, not just the high school, but Drakes Creek Middle School. I've had the pleasure of visiting with this gentleman for the past 7 years. He's as good as it gets, and Rod is battling cancer, and anyone that knows Rod, he is one tough dude, and he's fighting this thing tooth and nail. Greenwood is wearing T-shirts. It's a cancer game, and South Warren is also wearing white shirts tonight, and it's great that South Warren is joining in this as well. There's also a bunch of things being sold just outside of the left field line, and all the proceeds are going to the American Cancer Society in honor of Rod Martin. And Rod has done a lot of field trips for Greenwood sporting events, and right now they're out there getting a photo. And how about this for a class act? They want South Warren to get out there for the photo as well. And so that's why we're starting a few minutes late, and it just gives a real perspective. And one of the traits of Rod, and this is typical, is he gives out candy to everybody. And that's what he did tonight when I saw him. I said hi, and he gave me a piece of candy. And boy, Rod, just a wonderful sight there. It's giving me goosebumps right now. So they're getting the photo, and you know it. He'll have a nice ovation. A number of colleagues from the transportation department are here tonight, including one of our outstanding managers, Devonna Driver. And I'll tell you, everyone in the press box, they know Mr. Martin very well. And I don't know who came up with the idea to have his granddaughter have him throw out the first pitch. You knew he was not going to miss this. And he was going to throw out the pitch, and what a scene. What a scene. And, again, Greenwood wearing black jerseys for the cancer night. South Warren wearing the white jerseys. And we are about ready to play. We'll run down. It's been a while since we've seen these two teams. We've seen each of them twice this season. We've seen Greenwood here at home against Davis County, and then we saw Greenwood at Warren Central. We've seen Greenwood more recently. We saw them last week. I can't get over that photo will last. That was awesome. Absolutely awesome. So, anyway, on the mound tonight is Grayson Nealon for the Lady Gators. She's a sophomore. Lydia Kirby is at third base. Macy Murray is the catcher tonight. Second base is Abby Tao. Cadence Wolf is at shortstop. And Amy, if you could, is that Abigail Bird at first base? That is Abigail Bird at first base. And we're about ready to go. And also want to give a big praise to both coaching staffs, Greenwood head coach Rod Bush, South Warren head coach Kelly Reynolds, for taking part in this game. Again, all proceeds going to the American Cancer Society in honor of Rod Martin. Of course, these teams know each other well. And in fact, one assistant coach for South Warren knows Greenwood especially well, and that is Taylor Proctor, who was the head coach here last season for Greenwood. And now Rod Bush has taken over as Taylor Proctor returned to her high school alma mater, and we're underway.
Number 19, McLean Hudson.
And we have a player who some people are affectionately nicknaming Officer McLean, if you remember that from the Die Hard movies. McLean Hudson, the leadoff hitter for South Warren, and no surprise there. She lays down a bunt and she beats it out. As we've said before, she is a 5-tool player, and there's an example right there. Not a surprise. Usually when she's bunting for a base hit, and
Number 11, Hope White.
Greenwood made a good play there. It's just Hudson runs very well, so Officer McLean is on first base. Have a nice turnout tonight, a nice crowd. We'll run these down, two very young teams. South Warren is the reigning 4th region champion. As McLean Hudson, the pitch gets away from the catcher, Macy Murray. And down to second goes Hudson. Mike Clough on the play-by-play. Steve Sanders running the camera. As we're ready for our next pitch, South Warren. And that's a base hit to left center field by Hope White. In to score is Hudson. It's 1-0 South Warren. So the Lady Spartans out of the gates quickly here as Hope White takes second base. Greenwood was switching around their infielders, anticipating a bunt, rightfully so. White swung away, and the ground ball went to where the shortstop is normally positioned. So Katie Walker is the hitter now for South Warren. She's a senior. She's one of the few seniors that will be playing for both teams tonight. Give you an example. McLean Hudson is a freshman, and Hope White, who's on second base, again, one of those rare players tonight who's a senior. Good pitch there by Grayson Nealon, who is a sophomore for the Lady Gators. The game we did last week at Warren Central, Greenwood started 7 players who are sophomores or younger. Good pitch there. Want to thank our umpiring crew, and I have a personal thanks on this one. Our infield umpire coming in from the game, getting ready to work, and he said, you left your car door open, Mike. You might want to go out and shut the door. So I say thank you very much. Good strikeout pitch there by Grayson Nealon, and that's the first out of the inning. And Hope White still at second base.
Now batting, number 18, Layla Ogden.
Layla Ogden. We've seen her one game this season. She pitched very well on the mound. She's a freshman. As you can see, a right-handed hitter. If Steve Sanders' picture makes it look like a nice night here as Hope White goes in to steal third. And White's at third with one out. It is a nice evening here. Got a bit of a breeze, but the temperatures are ideal. Field and the outfield looks fantastic. I believe they'll have a JV game here afterwards tonight. And we'll give you our live stream options here in a moment. Also want to talk about what we did last night between a pair of teams from these respective schools. That was an absolute blast. And that's another good pitch there. That's a strike. It's 2-1. There's an old saying that you're never too old to learn. Steve Sanders and I live streamed the girls lacrosse match between Greenwood and South Warren at South Warren last night. And I'll be honest, lacrosse is still a sport I'm learning about. I'll tell you this, it's fun to watch. And both, you got to be in fantastic shape to play that sport. South Warren won the match 18-10. Wonderful skills on display by players of both teams. I want to thank South Warren head coach Deanna Bartos and Greenwood head coach Hannah Hartley and the coaching staffs on each team as that one is fouled off. And we will try it again. Got a good turnout. I'll get the third name in here, but Mr. Murray is in the press box game along with Mrs. Gibson. And the third gentleman, oh, that's a line drive. That's Layla Ogden. That's going all the way to the fence. In to score is White. It's 2-0. Ogden into second, just beats the throw. And it's 2-0 South Warren. Lady Spartans to start exactly what they wanted.
Jenna Lindsay.
Boy, that PA announcer, he's got a smooth voice. We'll get his name. Wes Kerr. Wow. Nicely done, Wes. And we go silent to let him make the announcement there. Last game we had, Mr. Murray filled in, did nice work. But Wes Kerr doing a nice job there. I think it's really neat about the PA announcers and the people running the scoreboards at the games in our school district. They're volunteers. And most of them are parents of kids. So you get their rooting interest, and it's part of one of the fun things about live streaming these games. So great work, Wes Kerr. 2-0, and South Warren's not done yet. Layla Ogden is on second with one out. And the batter is Jenna Lindsay. Get the theme here. She's a sophomore. Good pitch. Kelly Reynolds, as she usually does, the head coach, is coaching third base. Kat Downing-Smith, as she normally does, is the first base coach for South Warren. That's a ground ball right to shortstop. Throw over. Nice play. And they get the second out, and Layla Ogden advances to third. Cadence Wolf made a nice play there. Freshman shortstop. She came up with it quickly. Threw over to Abigail Bird.
Up to bat, number 7, Kaylee Wilson.
Kaylee Wilson is at the plate with a chance to get Layla Ogden, I should say, home from third base. Again, tonight's a cancer game. That's why the jerseys are different. Greenwood wearing the black shirts with the black pants. South Warren with the white jerseys with the black pants. And this game is in honor of Rod Martin. He's a longtime school bus driver in the Greenwood School District. He also drives for Drakes Creek Middle School, does a lot of field trips for the Greenwood athletic teams. Again, I can tell you firsthand, I talked with him, and he could give scouting reports on every single sports team with Greenwood and Drakes Creek. And he's a wonderful man, and he continues to battle cancer. A good pitch there by Grayson Nealon ends the inning, but a very good inning for South Warren. They get a couple of runs in the top of the first. We will go to the bottom of the first in a moment. We'll take a timeout. South Warren 2, Greenwood nothing. You're watching the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
Kids deserve the space to grow, to play, to explore. And if they get sick or hurt,
Amy?
they deserve a hospital devoted to them. This is our promise. The most advanced care possible. With doctors, nurses, therapists, and surgeons who specialize in getting kids back to simply being kids again. We are UK Healthcare's Kentucky Children's Hospital. And for us, the power of advanced medicine is more than saving lives. It's saving lifetimes.
Don't forget to pack 5 pairs of clean underwear.
Okay, Mom.
What's wrong with these? I think we're gonna need a bigger suitcase.
This is a Mingy moment.
Have some Mingy.
This is a Mingy moment.
Girls like you aren't runners, they said. Well, I wasn't.
Lady Gators, number 26, Lydia Kirby.
Get some pictures of that name, okay?
6 months, down the drain. Give up
Keep the rhythm going.
or
Perfect.
get up.
Looks good. Good, we're gonna take it up.
Who's not a runner now? I am proof of the power of advanced medicine.
Welcome back to the softball complex, Penny Reese Field, on the campus of Greenwood High School. Bottom of the first just underway. That's Lydia Kirby, a fly ball to right. It's playable, and it's caught for the first out of the inning. Nice catch by Hope White. Excuse me. Mike Clef, Steve Sanders with the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network. Cadence Wolf at the plate. She's a freshman, and she's playing shortstop for Coach Bush tonight. Good bunt there, but a good play by Ogden. She came in to field it, to charge it, and whatever you want, threw it to first for the out. That was a pretty good bunt by Wolf, and even better play by Ogden.
Now to bat number 25, Callie Huff.
Callie Huff is up now. She's a freshman. I believe she has 7 home runs this season. I'll get that confirmed. She's off to a great start. Her brother, Chaz Huff, is on the Greenwood baseball team, and the Greenwood baseball team, who we saw last week, they're off to a fabulous start this season. Her brother, Chaz, also a basketball player. Callie has 6 home runs. Still, that's good, and Callie rips one, but it's caught by the South Warren shortstop, and that'll do it for the bottom of the first inning as McLean Hudson makes the catch there. So after 1, it's South Warren 2, Greenwood nothing. We'll take another timeout. More softball in a moment. You are watching the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
At the bottom of 2 is South Warren. Bottom of 1, South Warren.
Girls like you aren't runners, they said. Well, I wasn't.
Let's go ahead and get some pictures of that
that's it.
knee, okay?
6 months, down the drain. Give up
Keep the rhythm going.
or
Perfect.
get up.
Looks good. Good, we're gonna take it up.
Who's not a runner now? I am proof of the power of
Mr.
advanced
Murray.
medicine.
Kids deserve the space to grow, to play, to explore. And if they get sick or hurt, they deserve a hospital devoted to them. This is our promise, the most advanced care possible, with doctors, nurses, therapists, and surgeons who specialize in getting kids back to simply being kids again. We are UK Healthcare's Kentucky Children's Hospital. And for us, the power of advanced medicine is more than saving lives. It's saving lifetimes.
It went 2 hours and 10 minutes. That cat lasted 3 innings.
Don't forget to pack 5 pairs of clean underwear.
Okay, Mom.
That cat
What's wrong with these? I think we're gonna need a bigger suitcase.
Thanks for asking.
This is a Mingy moment.
I can't.
Have some Mingy.
This is a Mingy moment.
Welcome back to Greenwood High School. Top of the second underway. South Warren with a 2-0 lead. Excuse me. Mike Clef, Steve Sanders with the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network. Tonight's game is a cancer benefit in honor of Rod Martin, a longtime school bus driver in the Warren County Public Schools School District, and also does a lot of field trips for Greenwood and Drakes Creek Athletics. A wonderful man. He's here tonight. The shirts are being worn in honor of him for the American Cancer Society. They also have a silent auction, and they also have snacks you can buy here at the ballpark. And all the proceeds going to the American Cancer Society in honor of Rod Martin. Rod threw out the first pitch tonight to his granddaughter, who is on the Greenwood team. It was a very touching scene, and then there was also a touching scene, a pregame photo with Mr. Martin and the Greenwood players, and in a very classy gesture, they invited the South Warren coaches and players to take part in the photo, which they did. and a very wonderful scene. So 2-2 on Kinley Russell for South Warren. She's a freshman. As Grayson Nealon is in her second inning of work, I should say, for South Warren. That one is fouled back. And the count is 2-2 on Kinley Russell. Ooh, that's a shot to the right field side. That's a base hit for Kinley Russell. Getting over quickly and getting it back in for Greenwood is Savannah White. Good hustle there, and it's a single for Kinley Russell. So don't be surprised if South Warren, scoring around to bunt. That's a pretty good bunt. They get the runner at first and going around to run to third, and there was no one to cover third. So good base running by Kinley Russell, and she's at third with one out. The Greenwood infielder who caught the throw at first for the out wanted to throw over to third, but there was no one over there, which can happen easily when you're shifting around after a bunt. You had the third baseman and shortstop both charging, which was the right thing to do, but just alert base running by Kinley Russell. So South Warren with a 2-0 lead and threatening to add more. Again, you talk to anyone that are close to the Greenwood softball team, and that pitch, it's, I believe it hit the batter. It bounced and hit her. So first and third, one out.
Up to bat, number 19, McLean Hudson.
And McLean Hudson is back at the bat for South Warren for the second time in this game. Again, talking about Greenwood, it's a very young team, but a very young team with a lot of potential. That's a good pitch. Hudson was taking all the way. And one of the things you can expect with Greenwood, they're going to go through some growing pains, but they got a good coach. They got a good coaching staff. There's no doubt these young players are good. They've got some solid seniors. And that's some good pitching right there by Grayson Nealon, and that's the second out, and they keep the runner at first. So it was popped up and caught by Abby Tao, the sophomore second baseman.
Number 11, Hope White.
That'll bring up Hope White, who, along with Hudson, has scored the 2 runs for the Lady Spartans in this game. They have runners at first and third and 2 out, and boy, if Nealon could get out of this, this would be big. Coming up here in a couple of minutes, we'll it depends on if Greenwood gets out of this inning, but either here in the bottom or top of the second or the bottom of the second, we'll give you the options to watch and listen to our live stream. Warren County Public Schools Sports Network, courtesy of Prep Spin. That's a good pitch. It's 1-1. And here we go again. That's a good pitch by Nealon. And White is in the hole. 1-2. Here we go again. That's a good pitch by Nealon to get out of this top of the second, stranding 2 runners. After an inning and a half, South Warren leads Greenwood 2-0. We will take a timeout. We'll have more softball in just a moment. You are watching the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network on Prep Spin.
I can't.
Have some Mingy.
This is a Mingy moment.
Kids deserve the space to grow, to play, to explore. And if they get sick or hurt, they deserve a hospital devoted to them. This is our promise, the most advanced care possible, with doctors, nurses, therapists, and surgeons who specialize in getting kids back to simply being kids again. We are UK Healthcare's Kentucky Children's Hospital. And for us, the power of advanced medicine is more than saving lives. It's saving lifetimes.
Don't forget to pack 5 pairs of clean underwear.
Okay, Mom.
What's wrong with these? I think we're gonna need a bigger suitcase.
This is a Mingy moment.
Girls like you aren't runners, they said. Well, I wasn't.
Let's go ahead and get some pictures of that knee, okay?
6 months, down the drain. Give up
Keep the rhythm going.
or
Perfect.
get up.
Looks good. Good, we're gonna take it up.
Who's not a runner now? I am proof of the power of advanced medicine.
Welcome back to Greenwood High School. We are in the bottom of the second inning. It's a 1-1 count to Savannah White as Kendall Willingham is on the mound for South Warren. The last time we saw Kendall, she threw a shutout against Russellville. South Warren comes into this game with a record of 15-2. Greenwood enters tonight's contest with an 8-5 record. But Greenwood has won 5 of their last 6 games. Their last game they lost, and interesting game. It was last Friday. They lost to Ballard 1-0 in 11 innings. Quite a battle. 2-2 on Savannah White. Good pitch there by Kendall Willingham, and that's the first out of the inning. For
Now batting number 5, Abigail.
defensively for South Warren, Briley Pruitt is the catcher. We mentioned Kendall Willingham is the pitcher. Layla Ogden's at third base. McLean Hudson at shortstop. Kinley Russell at second. Katie Walker at first, and then the outfield. Avery Skaggs in left field. Jenna Lindsay's in center. And Hope White is in right field. The batter now for Greenwood is Abigail Bird. She's a sophomore playing first base tonight. We saw her have a nice pitching performance against Warren Central last week. She bats left-handed. She pitches left-handed. Nice target there at first base because of her height. And she's got a lot of yellow stickers on her helmet, meaning she's doing a lot of good things for Coach Bush and the Lady Gators softball program. Count on Abigail Bird is 2-1. And that's a strike by Willingham, 2-2. 1 out. We're in the bottom of the second. South Warren leading 2-0. Lady Spartans scored both of their runs in the top of the first inning. Gorgeous night for softball. Some of the outfield is now in the shades. Good pitch there, high and inside fastball by Willingham. That's the second out of the inning. The ballpark lights are on, but they're not a factor yet, but that'll change shortly here.
Up to bat number 20, Kate Rippey.
That brings up Kate Rippey. She's a freshman. Kate Rippey is playing left field tonight for Coach Bush. So Kendall Willingham, there's a ground ball to second. Up with it, Russell, the throw over to first, and that'll do it for the bottom of the second. 3 up and 3 down. Good inning defensively for the Lady Spartans. And after 2 innings, South Warren leads Greenwood 2-0. We'll take another timeout. You are watching high school softball in the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
Girls like you aren't runners, they said. Well, I wasn't.
Let's go ahead and get some pictures of that knee, okay?
6 months, down the drain. Give up
Keep the rhythm going.
or
Perfect.
get up.
Looks good. Good, we're gonna take it up.
Who's not a runner now? I am proof of the power of advanced medicine.
Don't forget to pack 5 pairs of clean underwear.
Okay, Mom.
What's wrong with these? I think we're gonna need a bigger suitcase.
This is a Mingy moment.
Kids deserve the space to grow, to play, to explore. And if they get sick or hurt, they deserve a hospital devoted to them. This is our promise, the most advanced care possible, with doctors, nurses, therapists, and surgeons who specialize in getting kids back to simply being kids again. We are UK Healthcare's Kentucky Children's Hospital. And for us, the power of advanced medicine is more than saving lives, it's saving lifetimes.
I can't.
Have some Mingy.
This is a Mingy moment.
All right, welcome back to Greenwood High School, top of the third. Underway, Katie Walker with a 1-0 count at the plate. Lady Spartans with a 2-0 lead over the Lady Gators. Grayson Nealon in her third inning of work. Nealon also played basketball for the Lady Gators for then head coach Zach Simpson. And Zach Simpson stepped away from that head coaching position, and want to wish Zach well. Thoroughly enjoyed working with him, and he got to become a friend, which made it even better. And he's been a wonderful ambassador for athletics for Warren County Public Schools. Good coach at Greenwood High School, and his successor will inherit a good roster led by Leah Trent. So here is Katie Walker, swing and a miss. She faked a bunt, but swung away, and it's 2-2. Lady Spartans scoring all the games run so far in the top of the first. Since then, we've had goose eggs in the bottom of the first and then the top and bottom of the second inning. Here we are on the top of the third. Mike Clef doing play-by-play. Steve Sanders doing great work with the camera. He's down behind the field, got a good shot there. You see the home plate umpire, and you see just in the far middle right, the base umpire. Thank you for your work. Both of you guys. And that pitch is outside, and Katie Walker draws a walk, and that's what the Lady Spartans want, getting the leadoff hitter on. And that'll bring up Layla Ogden.
Now batting number 18, Layla Ogden.
So let's see what Coach Reynolds decides to do with Ogden here. She takes a called strike. Jenna Lindsay's in the on-deck circle for the Lady Spartans. That ball is fouled back. Both of these schools have a very rich tradition in softball. Of course, South Warren didn't come into existence until 2010. They have been to the state tournament twice in the past 5 years and qualified for a number of region tournaments. Greenwood captured state championships in 2007, 2008, and 2013. Again, both teams come in with winning records. Greenwood 8-5, South Warren 15-2. And they'll try it again. And that one a little bit low, a little bit outside. They were trying to get Ogden to go fishing on one. She wouldn't bite. It's 1-2. Lady Spartans have their leadoff hitter on base. Ogden. That's a line drive to center. That's deep. That's going to be over the fence. That's a home run. That thing just kept carrying and carrying. And Layla Ogden has a 2-run homer. And South Warren now has a 4-0 lead. It looked like for a moment that it might be playable, but it just kept going and going, and it cleared the center field fence. And Ogden, who is also a pitcher for Coach Reynolds, has shown she can handle the bat very well. And it is now 4-0 Lady Spartans. Coach Bush comes out to have a chat with Nealon. Again, Nealon's a sophomore. And just telling her that she was pitching Ogden there well, had her in the hole 0-2. And then obviously that was a pitch that caught too much of the strike zone, and Layla Ogden capitalized on it, and that was a 2-run shot. One thing, and I think the people in the press box here would agree with, the ball carries well in this ballpark. And a lot of times, the game we had here previously against Davis County, it seems to carry especially well to center field. There were 3 home runs in the previous game that we had, and they were all to either left center field or center field, and it just, that one, though, looked like it might just be like a one-hopper to the fence, but it kept going. And again, now I have nothing but good things to say about this softball complex. Well cared for. What's great is you have a lot of businesses supporting them. The entire outfield is lined up with sponsors, and that's what it's about. This Greenwood Athletics Complex, officially known as the Swamp.
Come back right here, 3. You got it.
And Jenna Lindsay now has a 3-0 count. She takes a strike. It's now 4-0 South Warren in the top of the third. They scored twice in the first. They've just added 2 here in the top of the third on a 2-run homer by Layla Ogden. And that is a line shot to right center field. That's going to get to the fence as Jenna Lindsay goes into second sliding with the double. Again, a good effort there by Savannah White, the right fielder, to get that ball back into second quickly. The play was pretty close, but Lindsay's safe. And they have a runner on second with nobody out.
Up to bat, number 7, Kaylee Wilson.
And this brings up Kaylee Wilson. She's a freshman. A lot of mutual respect between these two programs. A lot of respect. And Kelly Reynolds said it best when we did their game against Russellville. She wanted to know what I thought of Greenwood. That's a ground ball. Second baseman can't spot it. Oh, boy, I've been there. I've been there. Abby Tao was able to stop it near her, but she couldn't spot the ball right away, and Wilson gets to first base, and they have runners on first and third. And Kinley Russell is up to the bat now for South Warren. Getting back to what Coach Reynolds, when I was telling her about Greenwood, Coach Reynolds said, you keep an eye on them. They are coming, and when they arrive, they're going to be a force. Kelly Reynolds has a lot of respect for this Lady Gators program. And runner going to second. They throw to third to try to get Jenna Lindsay off base, but she's not biting. And Coach Reynolds always respects opponents, but when she compliments you, she means it. And not only that, she named a number of players on this Greenwood team. It was kind of the common theme. She said, keep an eye on her. She's going to be good. Keep an eye on her. She's going to be good, you know. And again, though, this is a case in point. Greenwood certainly doesn't want to be down in this game 4-0, but there's still a lot of softball left. Of course, there's no clock in softball. But Nealon's got to get out of this inning without any further damage. That's a ball, and it's 3-0.
Hey, you got this, 3. Hit spot.
One thing with South Warren's lineup, they've got a good mixture of right-handed hitters and left-handed hitters. That's a called strike, taking all the way. As you can tell, Russell is a left-handed hitter. The next batter in the on-deck circle is a right-handed hitter. That one is hit down the left field line. I can't see down there. Did it drop foul? Okay, thank you very much. We'll try it again. Briley Pruitt is in the on-deck circle for South Warren. They do have a base open. It's a full count. Boy, you have a full count, though. You want to try to get this batter out right here, especially when there's nobody out. Uh-oh, that's trouble. That one is deep to center, but playable. Good catch there. But tagging up the score is Jenna Lindsay. Going to third is the South Warren base runner. It's now 5-0. Good job there by Elsie Kirby. There wasn't much she could do, though. She couldn't throw out the runner at home plate. No way. But at least they got an out, and now there's a runner on third. 5-0 Lady Spartans. So Pruitt is at the plate. Good pitch by Nealon. That one is a ball. It's 1-1. As Kaylee Wilson is on third base for South Warren. I was talking to one of the Greenwood coaches and said, what impresses you about the Lady Spartans? He said, they don't have a weak link in their batting lineup. He said, you go down to 7, 8, and 9. They're a threat just like the top of the order. He said, make no mistake, McLean Hudson is tough at the top of the order. But he said, this lineup is fearsome. That's a foul ball. Abigail Bird with a nice catch. That thing kind of floated back in close to fair territory, but tell you what, I'm impressed with Abigail Bird. Good pitcher, good first baseman.
Up to bat, number 1, Avery Skaggs.
Good mobility, and here's Avery Skaggs. Her dad is in attendance tonight, and he's the public address announcer for the South Warren softball home games. Wonderful man. Been a longtime employee of FedEx. Just a wonderful guy to talk with. So Kaylee Wilson is at third base with 2 outs. 5-0 Lady Spartans. That one's fouled back. Your options to watch our live stream, you can go to PrepSpin or go.prepspin, prepspin.com or go.prepspin.com. You can go to the Facebook and Twitter pages on look for PrepSpin. You can go to Roku or Fire Stick TV, look for PrepSpin there. You can go to our school district's website, warrencountyschools.org, or you can go to wbko.com, click on the sports page, and look for the PrepSpin link. Pitches outside, 1-2. Want to thank WBKO. They gave us a nice shout-out along with both lacrosse programs at Greenwood and South Warren. Want to thank Vice President and General Manager Tim Coles for that, and the news department and sports department at WBKO. That pitch gets away, but the runner can't advance, and it's now 2-2. Okay, Nealon steps off the bump for a moment. She's back on there. And that pitch is high and outside. Excuse me. And the count is now full. And that's a line drive just off the glove of Nealon, and that'll drive in Kaylee Wilson. That's a base hit for Avery Skaggs, and it's 6-0 South Warren. Good hitting there by Avery Skaggs. Took it to a full count, delivered a single. Good effort by Grayson Nealon. She nearly caught it. It was just off the tip of her glove. But that would have been a tough catch. That thing was lined hard. So Officer McLean Hudson is the batter now. Avery Skaggs is on first base. South Warren has 4 runs in this inning. Lady Spartans entered tonight's game with a record of 15-2. Greenwood started the night with a season ledger of 8-5. That one's outside. It's called a ball. I'll be honest, I'm not positive what the count is. I believe it's 2-0. $6-0, Lady Spartans leading. That one's kind of a Q-tip, more like a Q shot. There wasn't much that Abby Tao could do with that, and both runners advance. Have a Greenwood player here in the press box I want to give a shout-out to. The last time we did a game, she had a wonderful game. She's an 8th grader, and she'll play in the JV game tonight. Camber Morgan. Camber scored 5 runs in the varsity game at Warren Central, and she's just part of what's right about high school sports. An absolutely, excuse me, wonderful ambassador for Greenwood softball and Warren County Public Schools. And every day is a day of sunshine with Camber Morgan, and a lot of older people could be like that. Coach Bush comes out. It looks like he's checking to see if Abby Tao is okay. That ball kind of had a lot of different spin on it. That would have been a tough play for anyone. But Abby Tao, I think anyone will confirm she's a tough one. She stays in the game. 6-0. So hope I didn't embarrass Camber, but I want to give her a shout out. She deserves it. So I'm going to give her a fist bump. Cool. And even though we don't live stream these JV games that follow, oh boy, they are just as competitive. And the experience those younger players get that they can apply to varsity later on is invaluable. So here we go. Lady Spartans, excuse me, with runners on first and second. 2 outs. Obviously, you can tell why South Warren is the reigning 4th region champions. And they are already in beyond midseason stride, as that is a strike to Hope White. That pitch is outside, and it's 2-1. First and second for the Lady Spartans, 2 outs. Hope White is the batter, a 2-1 count. She fouls that one. I think it's going out of play. I'm blocked on the left side of down the left field line in foul territory over there, so I have to rely on Steve's shot down there with the camera, and also the people in the press box who are very helpful. Appreciate that very much. Speaking of Steve Sanders, he's got a message. And that one is fouled back again. Is it just me, or has this been a really long top of the 3rd inning? Not long if you're South Warren, but for Greenwood, it's been an eternity. That's a ground ball, and this inning's going to keep going. It's a base hit. They're going to hold the runner at third. That's Avery Skaggs. So the bases are, now they have a runner hung up. McLean Hudson gets back to second. Now they send someone home, and that's Avery Skaggs who's safe. It's 7-0. That was wild. McLean Hudson went down to third, where Avery Skaggs was held up. And McLean Hudson was able to make it back to second. Meanwhile, Avery Skaggs ran into home, and she beat the home throw, to throw to home, I should say. Macy Murray caught it, but Skaggs had already scored, and it's 7-0. And South Warren has runners at second and third after that single to left. Katie Walker is the batter. Again, want to salute Greenwood for hosting this cancer game benefit in honor of Rod Martin. He's been a long-time school bus driver with Warren County Public Schools. He drives for Greenwood and Drakes Creek, among other schools. He threw out the first pitch to his granddaughter before tonight's game. I've known Rod for 7 years. He's as good of a gentleman as you'll come across. Always gives you a piece of candy, and he gave me a piece of candy tonight. And he is a Gators and Lady Gators fan through and through. And he continues to fight cancer. The jerseys tonight by both teams in honor of Rod and the American Cancer Society. They're having a sale and a silent auction just outside the left field fence, down the left field line. And all the proceeds are going to the American Cancer Society in honor of Rod Martin. So just don't know who came up with the idea, but a round of applause for them, because this is awesome. It's 7-0, and South Warren trying to add more. As Katie Walker has a 3-1 count. She fouls one. I think it's going to go out of play. Well, what you've seen so far is a South Warren team that's playing confident softball and a young Greenwood team that is seeing the standard they need to play to. And, again, everyone says Greenwood will get there. And that's a good pitch right there by Grayson Nealon on a full count, a called third strike. Nicely done by Nealon to get that third out. But 5 runs for the Lady Spartans here in the top of the third. After 2.5, 7-0. We'll take a quick timeout. You're watching softball on the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network. Yep. I will. Thank you. I will mention it. Is it here? South Warren? Thank you. Okay.
This is a Mingy moment.
Freshman.
Girls like you aren't runners, they said. Well, I wasn't.
Oh, cool. I see another bus driver. There's a lot of bus drivers here tonight. That's great.
6 months, down the drain.
What time does the game start, Amy?
Give up
Keep the rhythm going.
or
Perfect.
get up.
Looks good. Good, we're gonna take it up.
Who's not a runner now?
Okay.
I'm proof
I'll
of the
mention it.
power
Thank you
of
for letting me know
advanced
that.
medicine.
I will.
Kids deserve the
Yeah, well,
space to grow.
Well, what Coach
to
Reynolds
play,
was saying,
to explore.
that's the honest to
And if
God
they
truth.
get
She
sick
said
or
they're
hurt,
coming.
They
Well,
deserve a hospital devoted
she's
to them. This is our promise. The most advanced care possible. With doctors,
But she did say
nurses, therapists,
a
and
typical
surgeons
young team,
who specialize
when
in getting
runners get
kids
on base
back
on the other team,
to simply
they-
being
they-
kids again. We
and like
are
right
UK
there,
Healthcare's
they
Kentucky
just-
Children's Hospital. And for us, the power
Okay,
of advanced
thanks. Okay.
medicine
At
is
South
more
Warren.
than saving
Okay.
lives.
Okay.
It's saving lifetimes.
Doubleheader. Okay.
Don't forget to pack 5 pairs of clean underwear.
Okay, Mom.
What's wrong with these? I think we're gonna need a bigger suitcase.
This is a Mingy moment.
Welcome back to Greenwood High School. Mike Clef, Steve Sanders with the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network. And that is the first out of the inning. McLean Hudson with the fielding of the grounder and throws over to first for the out. Received some information during our last time out we're going to pass along. It's a really neat development. Elsie Kirby into bat for Greenwood. One out here in the bottom of the third. Tomorrow night at South Warren, these two softball programs, they're growing so much and getting such good participation. They both have freshman teams now. That's a foul ball just out of range of Katie Walker. So it's a foul ball. So the Greenwood freshman softball team will play at South Warren, and the Lady Spartans freshman softball team, first ever game between those freshman teams. It'll be a doubleheader at 5:30 tomorrow evening, Wednesday evening at South Warren. That is fantastic. Again, these players, I was blown away the other night. Travel ball, they start as young as 5 years old. That's incredible. And even though a lot of these players are opponents, they know players very well from that time on travel ball. They become close friends, lifelong friends, as Katie Walker snags the foul ball for the second out of the inning. Thank you to Mrs. Gibson for passing that information along. Got to give a shout out to her. She's one of our awesome educators.
Now batting number 13, Molly Spidell.
This is Molly Spidell. She's an 8th grader. Home plate umpires coming down to have a talk with Coach Bush. And I have a feeling it was a lineup change. Yeah. And I think that he was apologizing to the umpire that he forgot to tell him. Because Molly Spidell is batting for Abby Tao. And I wonder if it has to do with Abby getting nicked up there in the top of the third inning. Again, everyone says Abby is one tough player, but it looked like something awkward happened with her. She stayed in to finish the inning. But the only thing we'll have to find out is if Molly Spidell goes in to play second base after this inning. Good pitch there by Kendall Willingham, who's been throwing the ball really well for South Warren. One thing you know about these Lady Gators, forget the fact they're down 7-0. They will compete until the bitter end. They will play their tails off. Good pitch by Willingham. It's 0-2. Mike Clef bringing you play-by-play on the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network. Steve Sanders, who joined us in October. Thrilled to have him. He's running the camera. That's a good pitch by Kendall Willingham. Good inning. 3 up and 3 down. After 3 innings, it's South Warren 7, Greenwood nothing. You're watching high school softball on the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network. We'll be right back.
Don't forget to pack 5 pairs of clean underwear.
Okay, Mom.
What's wrong with these? I think we're gonna need a bigger suitcase.
This is a Mingy moment.
Kids deserve the space to grow, to play, to explore. And if they get sick or hurt, they deserve a hospital devoted to them. This is our promise, the most advanced care possible, with doctors, nurses, therapists, and surgeons who specialize in getting kids back to simply being kids again. We are UK Healthcare's Kentucky Children's Hospital. And for us, the power of advanced medicine is more than saving lives. It's saving lifetimes.
Girls like you aren't runners, they said. Well, I wasn't.
Let's go ahead and get some pictures of that knee, okay?
6 months, down the drain. Give up
Keep the rhythm going.
or
Perfect.
get up.
Looks good. Good, we're gonna take it up.
who's not a runner now. I am proof of the power of advanced medicine.
I can't.
Have some Mingy.
This is a Mingy moment.
All right, we're back at Greenwood High School. First pitch to Layla Ogden is outside for a ball. Last time Layla Ogden was at bat, she drilled a 2-run homer to center. Top of the fourth, Southbourne leading Greenwood 7-0. Want to thank our sponsors, Med Center Health. And that one is deep to left. That is carrying, wow, off the bottom of the fence. Layla Ogden going into second. She's going to have a double. The left fielder for Greenwood, Kate Rippey, she was kind of in no man's land there because she didn't want to run into the fence and have the ball get away from her. Land at the bottom of the fence. She got it in quickly, but it goes for a double. And so here is Jenna Lindsay at the plate, and South Warren back in business. Number of co-workers in our transportation department are in attendance tonight. School bus drivers. I see Ronnie Rush, who's a school bus driver. Roger Creason is here in support of Rod Martin. Mary Lou Blair. I believe I saw Jerry Blair. Devonna Driver is here, one of our managers, and a great manager at that. And just tells you what the people in our department and our whole school district think of Rod Martin. Again, to start the game tonight, Rod Martin, who is battling cancer, threw out the first pitch to his granddaughter, who is on the Lady Gators softball team. And then both teams took a photo with Rod. Count is 1-2. Now, that's a strikeout, actually, to Jenna Lindsay. So, good strikeout there by Nealon, and that will now bring up Kaylee Wilson.
Now batting number 7, Kaylee Wilson.
Wes Kerr doing great work on the public address announcing. That one's fouled out of play. That one is hit down the right field line. That's going to be trouble. That's a fair ball. And they're going to get the runner at second. And that was a very nice effort there. Tell you what, great hustle there by Savannah White. Now they're saying that, did they call that foul? Wow. Well, if I'm the Lady Spartans, even Kat Downing-Smith is chuckling about that. I think Kat Downing-Smith, the first page coach, just held her hands apart. Well, again, we respect the umpires, but I think we all thought that was fair. South Warren caught a break there because they would have had a runner out at second. And in all fairness, this is something that Steve and I have talked about and a lot of people have talked about. Ground ball to short, throw over, good play. That's the recorded as an out there. Nice play by Cadence Wolf. Second out of the inning. Ideally, you'd like to have three umpires for. You'd like to have three umpires, two out in the field, and because of the shortage of umpires and officials, they're working with two-man crews. Case in point, our infield umpire right now is positioned over between short and third, and from where that ball landed, that's a very tough call for him. And the home plate umpire could very well have been screened by the base runner and Abigail Bird. To their credit, they called it foul right away. Well, anyway, the bottom line is we have a runner on third, Layla Ogden. 2 outs, 2-0 count. And that's now 2-1 to Kinley Russell. Boy, it'd be a confidence boost if Grayson Nealon could get out of this inning without allowing any runs. That's outside. It's 3-1. Good turnout tonight. Nick Lowe is here. Nick Lowe is, that's a shot deep to right. That's trouble for Greenwood. That goes off the fence. Run scores, and Kinley Russell into second with a double. Ogden scores. It's now 8-0 South Warren. And the throw gets away, and going over to third is Russell. So Russell will be a third with 2 outs. I mentioned Nick Lowe, one of those here. Nick Lowe's an assistant principal at South Warren High School. Knows both these programs very well. He used to be the athletic director at South Warren and also used to be the athletic director at Greenwood. And a wonderful man, wonderful family. And now batting for South Warren is Courtney Norwood. She's an 8th grader. And I believe she's hitting for Briley Pruitt. So now you're starting to see the substitutions here in the top of the 4th inning. We've talked about Coach Reynolds and her family and her softball background. We'll run it through you again. Coach Reynolds is going to go have a word with Courtney Norwood. Kelly Reynolds played high school softball at Warren Central. Someone asked me the other day, was she a good player there? I said, no, she wasn't good. She was great. She was Miss Kentucky softball. Kelly Reynolds would be the last one to tell you that. She's that down to earth, very, very humble. Her and her husband Jason have 2 wonderful children. They have a daughter, Emily, who played for Coach Reynolds at South Warren, was a wonderful player. She's now in her sophomore year playing softball at Campbellsville University. I'll tell you about their son in a moment. Norwood takes a pitch outside. Their son, Ethan, is a sophomore. He's on the South Warren baseball team. He's also a tight end on the football team. Well-mannered, really good student athletes. And a real credit to Kelly and Jason. Kelly teaches at South Warren High School. And it's now 2-0 on Courtney Norwood. And the one thing Kelly Reynolds will never do is show up or embarrass an opponent. But right now, you're up 8-0, and, you know, she knows what Greenwood's capable of, and so she's trying to get as many runs as possible. And Norwood, who's an 8th grader with a lot of potential, takes a strike at 3-1. Kinley Russell at third base. And for the Lady Gators right now, you're just searching for positives. Searching for positives. And that's a ball, and Norwood draws a walk, and it's 1st and 3rd with 2 outs. So that'll bring up Avery Skaggs, one of the South Warren seniors.
Up to that number 1, Avery Skaggs.
She's the Lady Spartans left fielder. Again, her dad, John, really good guy. Enjoy visiting with him in the South Warren softball press box. As I do with everybody in the press boxes, and that certainly includes the fine folks here inside this Greenwood softball press box. I certainly would like to say something to cheer them up. Believe me, they didn't expect this. And right now, Kelly Reynolds talking with Avery Skaggs. It looks like we have another, I wonder if we're going to have a designated runner. Courtney Norwood is still standing on first. Avery Skaggs is the batter. It looks like they're going to have a designated runner. She's standing over next to Coach Downing Smith. Yep, they're just waiting for the move here. I think Norwood's going to be pinch ran for at first base. Well, now we're going to have a conference. And we'll keep it here. One thing about it, with players allowed to re-enter, this can get really confusing. So let's see. Now they've got a courtesy runner in there, and we'll get a look. It's number 14. That is Briley Pruitt. She's back in the game, running for Courtney Norwood. So Avery Skaggs about ready to bat. South Warren with runners on first and third. They already have a run in this top of the fourth. They're up 8-0. There will be a JV game to follow here at Penny Reese Field. That one's popped up. Is it playable? Oh, wow. There's a positive right there. What a catch by Macy Murray. That is a great sliding catch by the Greenwood catcher to end the inning. Outstanding. And that's how the top of the fourth ends. South Warren with a run. And after 3.5, the Lady Spartans lead the Lady Gators 8-0. We'll have more high school softball on the Warren County Public School Sports Network. We'll be right back. Again, searching for positives. That was a heck of a catch. That was really good.
I can't.
Have some Mingy.
This is a Mingy moment.
Girls like you aren't runners, they said. Well, I wasn't.
It'll get there. It will get
Let's go
there.
ahead and
No
get
doubt
some
about
pictures of
it.
that knee, okay?
6 months, down the drain. Give up
Keep the rhythm going.
or
Perfect.
get up.
Looks good. Good, we're gonna take it up.
Who's not a runner now? I am proof of the power of advanced medicine.
Kids deserve the space to grow, to play, to explore. And if they get sick or hurt, they deserve a hospital devoted to them. This is our promise, the most advanced care possible, with doctors, nurses, therapists, and surgeons who specialize in getting kids back to simply being kids again. We are UK Healthcare's Kentucky Children's Hospital. And for us, the power of advanced medicine is more than saving lives. It's saving lifetimes.
Don't forget to pack 5 pairs of clean underwear.
Okay, Mom.
What's wrong with these? I think we're gonna need a bigger suitcase.
This is a Mingy moment.
Welcome back to Greenwood High School. Have to give another shout out again to end the top of the fourth. What a fantastic catch. A sliding catch up against the wall in foul territory by Greenwood catcher Macy Murray to end the top of the fourth inning, and that is what a catch by McLean Hudson. Looked like Lydia Kirby would have a base hit, and McLean Hudson took it away from her. That's the first out of the inning.
Off the bat, number 10, Cadence Wolf.
Okay, 8-0, bottom of the fourth. So that brings up Cadence Wolf. It's still daylight, but the ballpark lights are on, and they're helping out here. And that is fouled off of Cadence Wolf, so that's a foul ball. 8-0. South Warren leading Greenwood. Want to give a shout out again. Thank you to Mrs. Gibson. Tomorrow night, first ever freshman game between these two softball programs. They've got big enough numbers. They have freshman teams. Oop, and that hits Cadence Wolf. Of course, Kendall Willingham's not trying to hit her. And Cadence Wolf takes the hit by pitch. They need base runners, and she's on base. And here comes Callie Wolf, who starts the night with Callie Huff, excuse me. Yeah, Callie Huff, excuse me. I was thinking of a player from another school by the name of Callie Wolf, and I stand correct. So I mentioned her brother Chaz Huff. Callie Huff has 6 home runs starting the night on this season. Again, you're just looking to chip away, looking for positives. That, I believe, hit Callie Huff. Callie Huff said it hit the nub of the bat. So it's going to go as a foul ball, I believe, if that's the case. I thought it hit Callie Huff, but she said it hit the bottom of the bat. It's a strike. So, yep. Cadence Wolf on first base. Callie Huff at the plate. As I mentioned, her brother, Chaz Huff, that's a swing and a foul back. Chaz Huff is on the Greenwood baseball team, and he was also on the basketball team. So we mentioned Greenwood came in having won 5 of their last 6 games. They had a 5-game winning streak, but it was snapped last Friday in an 11-inning 1-0 loss against Ballard. Greenwood posted wins against Logan County, Henderson County, Graves County, Boyle County, and Warren Central. Greenwood will be at Bowling Green on Thursday night, and then they will take part in the Greenwood Border Battle at Buchanan Park on Saturday. They'll play a couple of games. They'll play against Madisonville North Hopkins and then Assumption, and those games are scheduled to take place at 10 a.m. and then noon. So Callie Huff with a 2-2 count with Cadence Wolf on first base facing Kendall Willingham. That one's high. It's a full count. So here we go with a full count here in the bottom of the 4th. South Warren leading Greenwood 8-0. That's high and outside, and Callie Huff has drawn a walk. And here's another positive. Greenwood with runners on first and second with 1 out.
Now batting, number 27, Savannah White.
And Savannah White is now at the plate. South Warren has won their last 4 games. Their last loss was on their spring break trip to a team from Pace, Florida. That's a swing and a miss by White. South Warren's next game will be Thursday. They will host Warren Central. Then a week from tonight, they'll be at Bowling Green. Their 2 losses were on their spring break trip, and a number of the South Warren fans said that those teams were outstanding. They lost one of the games to a team from Tate, Florida by a final of 6-5. Again, they lost that game to Pace, Florida by a final of 3-1. They've run off 4 wins since then, defeating a team from Pensacola, Florida. They defeated Greene County last Tuesday. They defeated Bowling Green last Thursday, and then on Saturday, they defeated Franklin Simpson. That's a good pitch by Kendall Willingham for the strikeout. That's the second out of the inning. So Cadence Wolf is on second base. Callie Huff is on first. Here's Abigail Bird. That one is a looper, but it's caught by Kinley Russell to end the bottom of the 4th. And Greenwood gets runners on first and second, but South Warren gets out of it. After 4 innings, it's South Warren 8, Greenwood nothing. We'll be back with more high school softball. You're watching the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network. Yeah, thank you. There's a player
Don't forget to pack 5 pairs of clean underwear.
Okay, Mom.
What's wrong with these? I think we're gonna need a bigger suitcase.
This is a Mingy moment.
Girls like you aren't runners, they said. Well, I wasn't.
Let's go ahead and get some pictures of that knee, okay?
6 months, down the drain. Give up
Keep the rhythm going.
or
Perfect.
get up.
Looks good. Good, we're gonna take it up.
Who's not a runner now? I am proof of the power of advanced medicine.
Abby Tao, right? I'm not surprised. At second, is that Abby Tao sitting next door?
That's Molly Slidell.
Okay, Molly, she's in. Okay.
Girls like you aren't runners, they said. Well, I wasn't.
Let's go ahead and get some pictures of that knee, okay?
6 months, down the drain. Give up
Keep the rhythm going.
or
Perfect.
get up.
Looks good. Good, we're gonna take it up.
Who's not a runner now? I am proof of the power of advanced medicine.
Don't forget to pack 5 pairs of clean underwear.
Okay, Mom.
What's wrong with these? I think we're gonna need a bigger suitcase.
This is a Mingy moment.
I can't.
Have some Mingy.
This is a Mingy moment.
Kids deserve the space to grow, to play, to explore. And if they get sick or hurt, they deserve a hospital devoted to them. This is our promise, the most advanced care possible, with doctors, nurses, therapists, and surgeons who specialize in getting kids back to simply being kids again. We are UK Healthcare's Kentucky Children's Hospital. And for us, the power of advanced medicine is more than saving lives, it's saving lifetimes.
Welcome back to Greenwood High School. We're underway in the top of the 5th. Let's catch you up to speed. McLean Hudson led off the inning for the Lady Spartans with a single to left. She advanced on the fielder's choice by Hope White. So Hudson is on second with 1 out. And the batter is Katie Walker. And that one is deep to left center field. That is very deep. It's off the fence. Hudson's going to come in to score. Walker is going to go into second with a double. And it is 9-0 South Warren. No doubt about that. Contact on that one. Walker just cranked it out to deep center off the lower part of the fence. And now Layla Ogden is at the plate. She's homered earlier in this game. And let's see, Coach Reynolds going over to talk, and I wonder if she's going to have a courtesy runner come in for Katie Walker. Want to thank our leadership with Warren County Public Schools, Superintendent Rob Clayton, Chief Operations Officer Jason Cupcella, Chief Financial Officer Chris McIntyre. Want to thank the CEO and co-owner of Prep Spin, William Warfield. He's the best, no other way to put it. He's just been an invaluable resource. So wonderful and skilled at what he does for high school athletics in the entire state. Just a great guy to boot, and many thanks to him. Thanks to Steve Sanders running that camera down there. Doing a great job. Outside. So it's 9-0. Layla Ogden batting. They do have a courtesy runner at second base. I think it's Alexis Martin. Yep, Alexis Martin is on second. Thank you, Mrs. Gibson. Foul back. And the count is 1-1. We have a school resource officer working the game tonight and want to give many thanks to our school resource officers in the school district. Can't put into words how much they mean to us. Thank you for their efforts. That one is outside, and the count is 2-1 as Alexis Martin is on second base. Layla Ogden, who homered earlier in this game, over the center field fence. That one's popped up. It's playable, and it is caught by Cadence Wolf for the second out of the inning. Molly Spidell is in at second. She replaced Abby Tao. Tao got nicked up on a play earlier in the game. So Molly Spidell, the 8th grader, wears number 13, is in at second base. And batting for South Warren is Jenna Lindsay. 9-0 Lady Spartans here in the top of the 5th. They have Alexis Martin on second with 2 outs, and Lindsay has a 1-0 count. Gorgeous night for softball. That one is a fly ball to right field. It's playable, and it's caught. And that's how the top of the 5th will end. So Lady Spartans get another run after 4.5. South Warren 9, Greenwood nothing. You're watching high school softball on the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
Kids deserve the space to grow, to play, to explore. And if they get sick or hurt, they deserve a hospital devoted to them. This is our promise, the most advanced care possible, with doctors, nurses, therapists, and surgeons who specialize in getting kids back to simply being kids again. We are UK Healthcare's Kentucky Children's Hospital. And for us, the power of advanced medicine is more than saving lives. It's saving lifetimes.
I can't.
Have some Mingy.
This is a Mingy moment.
Don't forget to pack 5 pairs of clean underwear.
Okay, Mom.
What's wrong with these? I think we're gonna need a bigger suitcase.
This is a Mingy moment.
Girls like you aren't runners, they said. Well, I wasn't.
Let's go ahead and get some pictures of that knee, okay?
6 months, down the drain. Give up
Keep the rhythm going.
or
Perfect.
get up.
Looks good. Good, we're gonna take it up.
Who's not a runner now? I am proof of the power of advanced medicine.
Welcome back to Greenwood High School on a gorgeous night for softball. We've started the bottom of the 5th. It is a 2-0 count to the Lady Gators leadoff hitter, who is Emma Blanford. It's her first appearance at the plate tonight. Tonight's game is a cancer benefit game for a longtime school bus driver with Warren County Public Schools, Rod Martin. That's why both teams are wearing different jerseys. They have the cancer symbol on there. Greenwood wearing the black jerseys with the white numbers. South Warren wearing the white jerseys with the black numbers. Rod Martin threw out the opening pitch before tonight's game to his granddaughter, who is on the Greenwood squad. And then both teams took a photo with Mr. Martin before the game. Class act by Greenwood, because South Warren didn't want to take away from Greenwood's moment, but they insisted. They wanted both teams in the photo. And so a really touching moment. That's a good pitch by Kendall Willingham, who's really thrown a good ball game here. She wears number 4. She's a senior. Previous game she pitched against Russellville. Her dad was up in the press box, a wonderful gentleman.
Number 30, Macy Murray.
All right, Macy Murray, the catcher for the Lady Gators, who made a superb catch up against the backstop and the brick padding there. Not padding, it's actually bricks to end the top of the 4th. And she made it right in front of her teammate, Abigail Bird, the first baseman, who also went over there to chase that foul ball. Again, you're just looking for any kind of positives here. And maybe Macy Murray can get something going here at the plate with 1 out. And South Warren up 9-0. That was a called strike, a filthy pitch, 1-1. So 1 out, 1-1 to Macy Murray. It's now 2-1. That one is hit to center. That's carrying pretty well. But what a catch. Wow. Nicely done there. I believe that was Jenna Lindsay out in center field. Tell you what, Macy Murray hit that a long way. Lindsay caught it just in front of the warning track. The one thing about the warning track on this complex, Elsie Kirby about getting ready to bat, the warning track is not very long. It's maybe a foot and a half. And Lindsay caught it right in front of there. Macy Murray hit that. That thing carried a long way. That one's fouled against the screen. Mike Cleft bringing you play-by-play. Steve Sanders, he's down there behind home plate doing the camera work. Steve and his wife Laura. Laura very familiar with a lot of these Greenwood High School student athletes. A lot of them had Laura as a kindergarten teacher at Cumberland Trace. That one's hit to right center field. That's going to be another play for Jenna Lindsay. Gets the job done. And it's 3 up and 3 down. Another shutout inning for Kendall Willingham. After 5 innings, South Warren leads Greenwood 9-0. We'll have more high school softball from the Lady Gators softball complex after this short timeout.
Girls like you aren't runners, they said. Well, I wasn't.
Let's go ahead and get some pictures of that knee, okay?
6 months, down the drain.
Thank you so much. Appreciate
Give
it.
up?
Keep the
Thanks,
ribbon
Mason.
going.
Or
Perfect.
get up.
Mr. Murray, I thought it was
We're gonna
out.
take it up.
I thought it was out. I did.
Who's not a runner now? I am proof of the power of advanced medicine.
Don't forget to pack 5 pairs of clean underwear.
Okay, Mom.
What's wrong with these? I think we're gonna need a bigger suitcase.
This is a Mingy moment.
Kids deserve the space to grow, to play, to explore. And if they get sick or hurt, they deserve a hospital devoted to them. This is our promise, the most advanced care possible, with doctors, nurses, therapists, and surgeons who specialize in getting kids back to simply being kids again. We are UK Healthcare's Kentucky Children's Hospital. And for us, the power of advanced medicine is more than saving lives, it's saving lifetimes.
I can't.
Have some Mingy.
This is a Mingy moment.
Yeah. Welcome back to Greenwood High School. Top of the sixth is underway. A 1-0 count to Kaylee Wilson. As Grayson Nealon continues on the mound for the Lady Gators. The ballpark lights coming into effect here. It's still it's dusk outside. Weather is perfect. That's called strike 2-1. South Warren has led from start to finish. They scored 2 in the top of the first, 5 in the top of the third. They added another run in the top of the fourth and then added a solo run in the fifth inning, and that's where things stand. Kendall Willingham has pitched 5 shutout innings. There will be a JV game to follow here between the two squads, the Lady Gators and the Lady Spartans, and then the Lady Gators and Lady Spartans softball team will play their first ever freshman game tomorrow night at South Warren. It's a doubleheader at the Lady Spartans softball complex, and it starts at 5:30. And Kaylee Wilson now has a full count. So the pitch is low, and Kaylee Wilson goes to first base. And that brings up Kinley Russell, the left-handed hitting freshman for Coach Reynolds, with Kaylee Wilson, who's another freshman at first base. That one's on the outside corner. Our next live stream, we will get our first look at Warren East softball this season. Weather has prevented us from seeing them earlier this season. We'll be at Warren East Thursday night for the Lady Raiders home game against Franklin Simpson. That bunt is fouled back, and it's not catchable. And it's now 0-1. So we'll see head coach Philip McKinney and the Lady Raiders. That'll be a 5:30 start on Thursday. Again, as I mentioned earlier in the evening, Nick Lowe is among those in attendance. He's the assistant principal at South Warren High School, and he's very familiar with the athletics programs at both these schools. Nick used to be the athletic director at South Warren High School. He also used to be the athletic director at Greenwood High School. He also coached track and field, coached cross country. One of the really good people in our school district. And want to salute South Warren's going to have a change in their principal position starting next season, or I said next school year. Matt Deaton, who is the current principal at South Warren Middle School, will become the principal at South Warren High School. Congratulations to Matt. He's great. That's all I need to say about Matt. He's great. And someone else who's great is Jenny Hester, who's been the principal for a number of years at South Warren High School. Gotten to know Jenny very well, first class all the way. So that has been big news with both South Warren High School and South Warren Middle School. Want to thank the hospitality here at Greenwood High School. That's a pop-up to Abigail Bird. Well, I'll tell you what, the more I see Abigail Bird, the more impressed I am. She's just a well-rounded ball player. 2 outs now. She's only a sophomore. Want to thank the hospitality extended by Greenwood High School Principal Adam Hatcher and Greenwood High School Athletic Director Dan Dillingham. Thank you to them. Thank you to the volunteers working the concession stand, including Mrs. Gibson's daughter Mason, who really looks out for us, and we appreciate that. Wish we could do something to help out Greenwood on the scoreboard. It's just been all South Warren. And what you're getting reminded of tonight is why South Warren is 15-2 entering this game. Avery Skaggs is at the plate for the Lady Spartans with Kaylee Wilson on first and 1 out. 2 outs now, actually. If Greenwood is able to get out of this inning without allowing a run, this game will go the distance. It'll go 7 innings. That's a called strike. It's 2-2. If South Warren is able to put a run across here before the 3rd out, then you've got a chance of this game ending after 6 innings. But if Greenwood can retire Skaggs right here, that's a line drive. That's going to get down for a base hit. Kaylee Wilson coming around second, going to third. She's going to be safe, and going into second is Avery Skaggs on that line drive base hit. That's a double, and going over to third is Kaylee Wilson. Kaylee Wilson there, good hitting by Skaggs. And that'll bring up McLean Hudson.
Up to bat number 19, McLean Hudson.
Now, don't be surprised. Again, someone might say, why would she bunt with a 9-0 lead? McLean Hudson bunts for base hits. And if she's bunting for a base hit, then you get to that 10-run lead. But she is a 5-tool player. Her dad was in the press box our last game, Terry Hudson, and McLean's mom, Caroline, very nice lady. Of course, her cousin Drew was on the South Warren boys basketball team, and her uncle Travis is the longtime successful and still going strong head volleyball coach at WKU. Her uncle Travis attended a lot of those boys-girls basketball doubleheaders. Of course, McLean was a standout player on the girls basketball team for Coach Lane Embry. So we have Avery Skaggs on second, Kaylee Wilson on third, 2-1 count on McLean Hudson with 2 outs. McLean wears that wristband, and I'm sure that's just a reminder of the signals that Coach Reynolds gives her. That one is lifted into right field. It's playable, and it's going to be caught. So a nice job there by Grayson Nealing getting out of that inning without allowing a run. And after 5.5 innings, South Warren leads Greenwood 9-0. You are watching high school softball on the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network. We'll be right back.
I can't.
Have some Mingy.
This is a Mingy moment.
Girls like you aren't runners, they said. Well, I wasn't.
Let's go ahead and get some pictures of that knee, okay?
6 months, down the drain. Give up
Keep the rhythm going.
or
Perfect.
get up.
Looks good. Good, we're gonna take it up.
Who's not a runner now? I am proof of the power of advanced medicine.
Don't forget to pack 5 pairs of clean underwear.
Okay, Mom.
What's wrong with these? I think we're gonna need a bigger suitcase.
This is a Mingy moment.
Kids deserve the space to grow, to play, to explore. And if they get sick or hurt, they deserve a hospital devoted to them. This is our promise, the most advanced care possible, with doctors, nurses, therapists, and surgeons who specialize in getting kids back to simply being kids again. We are UK Healthcare's Kentucky Children's Hospital. And for us, the power of advanced medicine is more than saving lives, it's saving lifetimes.
Welcome back to high school softball at Greenwood. Lady Gators hosting the South Warren Lady Spartans. We start off the bottom of the sixth with a nice play by South Warren third baseman Layla Ogden. So the bases are empty, one out. South Warren leading 9-0. We will go the distance in this game. Kendall Willingham is on the mound, has pitched really well, throwing a shutout. Big thing is she's thrown strikes and let her fielders do the work. It's an 0-1 count on Lydia Kirby, who wears number 26. That one is down the right field line. That is going to drop for a base hit. And Kirby rounds first. She's going to go into second base. Hope White couldn't quite come up with picking it up right away. When that happened, Lydia Kirby went into second. Again, these are the positive steps for Greenwood. Lydia Kirby's on second with one out. Cadence Wolf is the batter. Good base running by Lydia Kirby. She didn't hesitate when she saw that Hope Wolf was scrambling to pick up that ball that dropped in fair territory. That's grounded back to Willingham. She throws right over to first for the second out. And Kirby advances to third. That's Lydia Kirby. This will bring up Callie Huff. I mistakenly referred to her Callie Wolf, and I know better. There was a player in another team with that team. And as Callie Huff, she definitely has power to all fields. She's a freshman. Of course, you're down 9-0. You got to take some pitches, and she takes a called strike there from Kendall Willingham. Lydia Kirby on third base, 2 outs, bottom of the sixth. South Warren leading 9-0. Lydia Kirby doesn't need to worry about getting much of a lead. She's not going anywhere unless there's a wild pitch or a pass ball. That's a good pitch by Willingham. It's 0-2 on Callie Huff. You're watching and listening to the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network. That one's outside. 1-2. You can watch or listen to our live stream. It's free of charge. You can go to the archives afterwards and check it out. You can go to prepspin.com or go.prepspin.com. You can go to the PrepSpin Facebook page along with the PrepSpin Twitter page. That one gets away a little bit, but not enough for Lydia Kirby to advance. PrepSpin's also on Roku and Fire Stick TV. You can go there to check it out. You can also check it out on our school district website, warrencountyschools.org. Or you can go to WBKO.com, click on the sports page, and then click the PrepSpin link and go there. And there is a base hit, nicely done by Callie Huff. Lydia Kirby comes in, and Greenwood is on the board. That's good hitting by Callie Huff. And good base running by Lydia Kirby made possible. She alertly took second and then was able to advance to third. This brings up Savannah White. A lot of people might say, well, why is that a big run when you're down 9-0 and now 9-1? Again, you're a young team, and you're still battling. And you just look for anything to hang your hat on. And that's something you can do. No doubt about that. Callie Huff turned on that. Good piece of hitting. And if you're Kendall Willingham for South Warren, you just keep pitching. Make your fielders make the plays. There was no way they could have made a play there. Callie Huff hit it well between the shortstop and the third baseman. Lydia Kirby scored early, or easily I should say, and it's 9-1. Savannah White has a 1-1 count with 2 outs in the bottom of the sixth, 9-1 South Warren. There's bullpen activity for South Warren over there, but I believe that's for the JV game. And I also see some Greenwood players warming up for the JV game. Again, that's following this varsity game. It's about 20 after 7 right now, and the conditions are ideal. There's no wind. Temperatures are in the around 70. It's a 2-2 count on Savannah White. She's a sophomore. Callie Huff is on first base after that RBI single. And a good pitch there by Kendall Willingham to end the bottom of the 6th, but Greenwood gets on the board with an RBI single by Callie Huff after 6 innings. South Warren leads Greenwood 9-1. You are watching high school softball on the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network. We'll be right back.
Kids deserve the space to grow, to play, to explore. And if they get sick or hurt, they deserve a hospital devoted to them. This is our promise, the most advanced care possible, with doctors, nurses, therapists, and surgeons who specialize in getting kids back to simply being kids again. We are UK Healthcare's Kentucky Children's Hospital. And for us, the power of advanced medicine is more than saving lives. It's saving lifetimes.
Girls like you aren't runners, they said. Well, I wasn't.
Let's go ahead and get some pictures of that knee, okay?
6 months, down the drain. Give up
Keep the rhythm going.
or
Perfect.
get up.
Looks good. Good, we're gonna take it up.
Who's not a runner now? I am proof of the power of advanced medicine.
Don't forget to pack 5 pairs of clean underwear.
Okay, Mom.
What's wrong with these? I think we're gonna need a bigger suitcase.
This is a Mingy moment.
I can't.
Have some Mingy.
This is a Mingy moment.
Welcome back to Greenwood High School. Top of the 7th is underway. A 1-0 count to Hope White. Greenwood getting on the board in the bottom of the 6th inning as we are starting the top of the 7th again. RBI single by Callie Huff scored Lydia Kirby, and it's 9-1. Lady Spartans leading the Lady Gators. And the count on Hope White is now 1-1. South Warren getting 2 runs in the first, 5 runs in the third, 1 run in the fourth, 1 run in the fifth, and Greenwood scoring their run in the bottom of the 6th. The big hit of the night, a 2-run homer by South Warren's Layla Ogden. Wow, what a play by Lydia Kirby. Wow. Again, those are the positives you're looking for, and that was a shot that Lydia Kirby fielded on one hop, threw over to Abigail Bird for the out. Nicely done, Lydia Kirby.
Up to bat, number 15, Katie Walker.
And Hope White tagged that ball. That was no softie for Lydia Kirby to field. What you loved about it, she came up throwing, and it was an accurate throw. So that brings up Katie Walker with Layla Ogden on deck. Again, want to thank the tremendous hospitality here extended by Greenwood High School Principal Adam Hatcher. Adam used to be the athletic director at Greenwood High School, and speaking of the Greenwood athletic director, another former athletic director in attendance tonight, Nick Lowe. Want to thank the current Greenwood athletic director, Dan Dillingham, for his hospitality. Katie Walker has a 2-1 count, bases empty, 1 out. Lady Spartans leading the Lady Gators of Greenwood 9-1 here on a gorgeous night at Penny Reese Field on the softball complex on the campus of Greenwood High School. as we talked about earlier, a lot of construction going on, renovation on the athletic complex, including the work being done on the football field. There is not a football field right now, and one of the effects right now this spring is head coach Dave Garrett, the track and field head coach at Greenwood. They're having to run their home meets at Warren Central. And Dave was very complimentary of Warren Central, also complimentary of South Warren and Warren East, as they said they offered their facilities as well. As Katie Walker draws a one-out walk and Layla Ogden's at the plate. That one is outside. Starting to get the minimal amount of daylight. As you can see, the stadium lights are helping out quite a bit. Steve is down in the field. You can see there with the shot, and as he mentioned to me between innings, there was a slight breeze to start the game, but the wind, he said, has completely died, and there's kind of a brief on the wide shot there past the center field fence is the flag, and all the three flags actually, and none of them are moving at all. So, again, really nice night for softball. A cancer benefit game for Rod Martin, longtime bus driver for Warren County Public Schools. Tell you something, those kids that ride his bus absolutely love him. Rod does a lot of field trips for Greenwood High School Athletics and Drakes Creek Middle School Athletics. And I've talked with him on several occasions, and not only does he do those field trips, he knows those teams inside and out. And that's a walk to Layla Ogden, so we have 2 on and 1 out. Rod threw out the first pitch tonight to his granddaughter, who's on this Lady Gators softball team.
Now batting number 13, Jenna Lindsay.
And then both teams took a photo with Rod, and it was a really, really heartwarming scene before the game. And they're having a silent auction and also selling snacks. And all the proceeds are going to the American Cancer Society in honor of Rod. Number of co-workers, school bus drivers from our school district are here tonight in support of Rod. That includes one of our managers, Devonna Driver. Jenna Lindsay's the batter for South Warren. The Lady Spartans have 2 on with 1 out. That's down the right field line. That is going to drop for a hit. Good effort there by Savannah White, but that gets past her. And Jenna Lindsay, she's going to hold up at third with a triple. It's now 11-1. Jenna Lindsay hit it deep to right. It was slicing away from Savannah White. She made a great diving effort on the ball, but it went past her. Jenna Lindsay runs well. And it is now 11-1, Lady Spartans, with Kaylee Wilson at the plate. Again, 10-run rule no longer in effect because we're in the 7th inning. And Wilson takes a strike. Grayson Nealon, the pitcher for Greenwood, she's gone the distance. To her credit, she has battled. But this is a fierce South Warren batting attack. And the thing is, McLean Hudson, by her standards, has had a pretty quiet night. She did have a leadoff bunt single and came around to score, but the other hitters have really stepped up in a big way, led by Ogden with a 2-run homer, and then right there, Jenna Lindsay with a 2-run triple. She thought about rounding third and trying to make it an inside-the-park home run. But again, Savannah White, after she made that diving effort, got up and ran quickly after the ball. I got to give Savannah White credit. Here it is, 9-1, top the 7th, and you're diving after a fly ball. I love that effort. And that's to be commended. That sets a tone for your program. That really does. That's a shot down the left field line, fair ball. Lindsay's going to come in to score. Kaylee Wilson goes around to second with a double. It's 12-1 South Warren. Boy, these Lady Spartans, they can hit top to bottom in their lineup. You know, you look like someone like Kaylee Wilson, who you could describe her as diminutive, and she can turn on a ball. I mean, that was a shot. Lydia Kirby didn't have a chance on that. This brings up Kinley Russell. We have one out here in the top of the 7th. Again, our next live stream will be 2 nights from now. Warren East softball hosting Franklin Simpson. Looking forward to see the Lady Raiders softball program for the first time this season. And we'll our live stream will start at 5:30 in the evening. Excuse me. That's a good pitch by Nealon. It's 1-2. Yeah. And the pitch gets away, throw down to third, and Kaylee Wilson slides safely into third, so there's one out. Again, South Warren has a balanced lineup of right-handed and left-handed hitters. Wilson, who's on third, is a right-handed hitter. She doubled down the left field line, advanced to third on the passed ball, or the wild pitch, I should say. As you can see right now, Kinley Russell in the batter's box is a left-handed hitter. And then followed the next hitter for South Warren is a right-handed hitter. That's a shot just foul. Wow. Briley Pruitt is in the on-deck circle. She's a right-handed hitter. That was foul by about 1.5 feet. I'll give an opinion here for just a moment about this Greenwood team. I would tell them just to keep hanging in there. Again, you see the effort from Savannah White. This team has a lot of young talent. I like their seniors too. And this is the standard they've got to get to. And I have no doubt they will. Again, even after tonight, Greenwood's season record more likely going to be 8-6. And with this young team, you'd take 8-6 after 14 games. And I think that they're going to get better as the season goes along. That's deep to right center. What a nice catch. Wow, what a nice catch. It goes for a sac fly as Wilson tags and scores. But hustling over there to make the catch. Let's see. I want to give her a shout out to make sure I don't say, was that Emma Blanford? That was Ellie Kirby. Couldn't tell. I know they made some substitutions. That was Elsie Kirby. Elsie Kirby, thank you very much. What a nice running catch by Elsie Kirby. 13-1 now after Kaylee Wilson tagged up. So the bases are empty, and Briley Pruitt's the hitter. We have 2 outs in the top of the 7th. That pitch to Pruitt is a ball. Again, unless something happens that I think a lot of people would say would be totally shocking, that being if Greenwood would make up 12 runs or 13 runs in a half inning, South Warren would finish this evening with a 16-2 season record, and Greenwood would have a season record of 8-6. And right now, you're looking at 2 teams on this diamond that could very well. That's a line drive base hit by Pruitt. That's going to go all the way to the fence. Pruitt rounds first. She's going to come into second, and the throw beats her, or she beats the throw just in time. Good throw there by the outfielder. I think that was Savannah White. Nearly got her. But these very well could be your 2 teams representing the 14th district. Now I think Kelly Reynolds is either going to, I think she's going to get a courtesy runner. Yep, that's what it looks like. And let me see, I believe that's number 17. They don't list her on there. Let me see, that's Keegan Pruitt. Keegan Pruitt is the courtesy runner with Avery Skaggs at the plate. Thank you, Amy. Yeah. So Keegan Pruitt is running for Briley Pruitt, or Keegan, Briley Pruitt. I'm going to go out on a limb and say they're sisters. I'm really reaching there. 13-1, you just start thinking of anything to say. That's a line shot. That's going to get down for a base hit. And that's Keegan Pruitt that's going to come around and score on the single by Avery Skaggs. It's 14-1. 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. I'll give Grayson Nealon credit, the Greenwood pitcher. She has not backed down, and it has been a tough night for her. She's thrown strikes, but South Warren has capitalized on them. And now McLean Hudson's batting again. Is that correct? Well, you got to give a shout out to Grayson Nealon. According to Amy Gibson, running the scoreboard, she has made 170 pitches. She's a trooper. And that's a base hit. And tell me if I'm wrong, I don't think she's issued a base on ball, maybe one. She's thrown strikes most of the evening. So South Warren has runners on first and second with 2 outs. That's 171 pitches. Let me see here. Yep, Taylor Cosby. That's the pinch hitter, number 9. She's a junior. She's an outfielder. She wears number 9 and a right-handed hitter. And Coach Reynolds has played a lot of players off her bench tonight, whether it's the courtesy run or pinch hit. That one's high and outside. Again, Grayson Nealon has made over 170 pitches, and she has continued to compete. But you just have to salute the Lady Spartans. They have had a very balanced scoring attack. And they have proven once again why they are an outstanding softball team. Taylor Cosby has a 2-0 count, 2 outs, and the Lady Spartans have a pair of runners on base. Now it's 3-0. And you know what? If Grayson Nealon is tired, I don't blame her one bit. Again, we saw her on the basketball team. She does a nice job on the basketball court, solid player. Good role player, came off the bench for Coach Zach Simpson. And that's a walk, and the bases are loaded. And this will bring up Katie Walker. And Coach Bush is coming out. Wonder what this is about. We're going to take a break, take a timeout. Top of the 7th, 14-1 South Warren. We'll be right back.
I can't.
Have some Mingy.
This is a Mingy moment.
Don't forget to pack 5 pairs of clean underwear.
Okay, Mom.
What's wrong with these? I think we're gonna need a bigger suitcase.
This is a Mingy moment.
Girls like you aren't runners, they said. Well, I wasn't.
Let's go ahead and get some pictures of that knee, okay?
6 months, down the drain. Give up
Keep the rhythm going.
or
Perfect.
get up.
Looks good. Good, we're gonna take it up.
Who's not a runner now? I am proof of the power of advanced medicine.
Kids deserve the space to grow, to play, to explore. And if they get sick or hurt, they deserve a hospital devoted to them. This is our promise, the most advanced care possible, with doctors, nurses, therapists, and surgeons who specialize in getting kids back to simply being kids again. We are UK Healthcare's Kentucky Children's Hospital. And for us, the power of advanced medicine is more than saving lives, it's saving lifetimes.
Welcome back to Greenwood High School. Play is resumed, and Grayson Nealon remains on the mound for the Lady Gators. Katie Walker has a 1-2 count on her with the bases loaded. Both of them were foul balls, and then Katie Walker just took a ball high and outside. So Grayson Nealon, who's got to be nearing the 180 pitch count, that's a ground ball, and that's going to scoot through to right center for a base hit. And 2 runs will score. And South Warren extends their lead to 16-1. On the 2-run single by Katie Walker, who's had one of the many Lady Spartans players who's had a very good night at the plate, as has the current hitter, Layla Ogden.
Number 18, Layla Ogden.
She's had a double. She's had a 2-run homer. Made a very nice defensive play at third base. Earlier this season, we saw her record double-digit strikeouts, and they call a third out there. I think it was on a base-running violation by South Warren, so that'll end the top of the 7th inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th, 16-1 South Warren. You're watching high school softball on the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network. We'll be right back.
Kids deserve the space to grow, to play, to explore. And if they get sick or hurt, they deserve a hospital devoted to them. This is our promise, the most advanced care possible, with doctors, nurses, therapists, and surgeons who specialize in getting kids back to simply being kids again. We are UK Healthcare's Kentucky Children's Hospital. And for us, the power of advanced medicine is more than saving lives, it's saving lifetimes.
I can't.
Have some Mingy.
This is a Mingy moment.
Don't forget to pack 5 pairs of clean underwear.
Okay, Mom.
What's wrong with these? I think we're gonna need a bigger suitcase.
This is a Mingy moment.
Girls like you aren't runners, they said. Well, I wasn't.
Let's go ahead and get some pictures of that knee, okay?
6 months, down the drain. Give up
Keep the rhythm going.
or
Perfect.
get up.
Looks good. Good, we're gonna take it up.
Who's not a runner now? I am proof of the power of advanced medicine.
Welcome back to Greenwood High School. Bottom of the 7th is underway. A 1-0 count on Abigail Bird. Kendall Willingham trying to finish off this game for the Lady Spartans. South Warren leading 16-1. It's a 1-1 count on Bird. South Warren will go to 16-2 on the season. Greenwood will be 8-5. That's on the outside corner, 1-2. Mike Clef, Steve Sanders with the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network. Want to thank our sponsors again, Med Center Health, UK Healthcare, Mingy Beef Jerky. That one is fouled. I think that went out of play. Steve Sanders once again doing great work on the camera. He's down, as you can tell on field level, behind home plate, just to the left side of home plate. Again, our next live stream will be a couple of nights from now, Thursday evening at Warren East. Softball between head coach Philip McKinney and the Lady Raiders and the Lady Wildcats of Franklin Simpson. And that's a strikeout for Kendall Willingham. And Kendall Willingham is 2 outs away from a complete game performance in which she's allowed just 1 run.
Now at the bat, number 20, Kate Rippey.
Kate Rippey, the hitter now for Greenwood. (16-1), South Warren leading. And that is a ball. Again, that's deep to right field. What a shot by Kate Rippey, and that's one of those positives you're talking about. Good hitting by Kate Rippey, and that's a 1-out double. Mr. Murray, that's what we're talking about. Positive steps. Positive steps. And she ripped it.
Now up to bat, number 30, Macy Murray.
Macy Murray is the 8th grader. She's a catcher for the Lady Gators. The last time at the plate, she nearly hit a solo homer. It went all the way to the warning track in center field, Jenna Lindsay making the catch. Macy Murray has also made a sensational diving catch in foul territory. A lot of times, her older sister is her battery mate, Caden Murray. She's one of the seniors. She's a pitcher, but tonight the pitcher has been Grayson Nealon. I think she ended up throwing around 180 pitches, and she hung in there. And I know it was not an easy night for her, but credit to Grayson Nealon. She showed some real toughness. Counts 1-1 on Macy Murray, with Kate Rippey at second base. That's outside, 2-1. Obviously, Willingham would love to finish this game. She's one of the seniors on this Lady Spartans team. There you go. Oh, and it's caught. I thought that was going to carry a little bit further, but McLean Hudson, the shortstop, makes the catch, and Lady Gators are down to their final out. And that brings up Elsie Kirby.
Now batting number 14, Elsie Kirby.
There's a line drive. That's going to drop for a base hit. Elsie Kirby, and here comes Kate Rippey around to score. Again, Mr. Murray, more positive things, more positives. And Greenwood is on the board again with their second run of the game with an RBI double by Elsie Kirby, 16-2.
Now batting number 13, Molly Spidell.
Molly Spidell, who entered the game when Abby Tao got dinged up on a play at second base on a grounder. Molly Spidell will come up. Again, one of those young players. She's an 8th grader. That's a shot to second. What a play by Kenley Russell over to first, and that'll do it. But Greenwood gets a run to the bottom of the 7th, and that's how it ends. By a final of 16-2 on a cancer benefit game in honor of Warren County Public Schools school bus driver Rod Martin. Great turnout. He threw out the opening pitch tonight to his granddaughter. A number of his fellow co-workers and people in our transportation department were here tonight Both teams wearing jerseys tonight in honor of Mr. Martin, and we wish him the best in his ongoing battle against cancer. He is just a beloved man, and just think the world of him. So South Warren now 16-2 on the season. Greenwood now 8-5 after the Lady Spartans defeat the Lady Gators 16-2. Our next live stream will come to you Thursday night, 2 nights from now. Warren East will host Franklin Simpson. We'll be on at 5:30 in the evening. For Steve Sanders running the camera, for William Warfield, the CEO and co-owner of PrepSpin, I want to say thank you very much. Most of all, thanks to you for watching and listening to us. For Steve Sanders, I'm Mike Cleff. Have a great night. We'll see you 2 nights from now. Be safe, and we will chat again and bring you high school softball less than 48 hours from now. Have a good night. Take care.